This indictment, in which I think that a lot of people aren't talking about a whole lot, especially the Republicans, this indictment is only the first one.
Only the first active investigation to get to the indictment phase. That's right.
And that's my thing. So you mean to tell me that, okay, so this is one political ploy, this, that, and other thing. So what about the other ones? Because he still has to go through the one, and I think it's Fulton County with
Fulton County.
Trying to overturn the election. And those are serious charges.
Yep.
They don't know what these charges in New York are going to be. Not
Right.
until, I think it said until tomorrow. So they don't know what this indictment is going to be. They said some up to a felony that includes the piece with Stormy Daniels. But the other ones, definitely felonies, like I said, with trying to overturn the election there in Fulton County, trying to get, all I need is, what did he say? Like 11,000. I just need to be able to find 11,000.
You gotta find the votes for me.
Yeah, you got to find these votes and that type of thing. And then that's one of the other indictments. And then one of the other ones was, I think it was
January 6th from the Department of Justice.
Handling the documents.
Oh yeah, that too.
Yeah, so that's another one. And I think that they were saying that one is like obstruction of justice.
Yeah.
You have these other indictments that are coming down, and everybody's saying he's just still run for president. Are you kidding?
Republican former governor of Arkansas, Asa Hutchinson, announced his presidential bid yesterday for the Republican primary.
Okay, I missed that one.
And he said in his announcement that he thinks that it's not appropriate for somebody who's under indictment to be running for president, and that sometimes these personal matters are too big of a deal, and that the priority of the office takes a paramount. So he's saying that if you got to go take care of your criminal business, then you really don't have the ability to be dealing with trying to become president. So I thought that was an interesting take on things as well.
Yeah, I totally agree, because you get to the point of, okay, how can you justify saying that everything should run in a manner that is totally abiding by the Constitution of the United States? It should be this, it should be that. You should be an example for our citizens to see, this, that, and other thing. Oh, but in the meantime, you have all of these other issues underneath the carpet that they're trying to deal with. So how can you, it's just, you're basically pretty much two-faced. On one hand, it's this, and the other hand, it's that. So it's, dude, I don't think it should be to the point where you should put yourself up as president of the United States. But the bad thing about it, in my opinion, is the fact that so many people would still vote for him.
Yes.
In spite of everything.
Yep.
You know, so many people, and even when he was running for president before, even in his campaign, he would bluntly admit, I can do whatever it is I want to do, and people would still vote for me. And he had that kind of backing. And I'm like, are you serious?
Yeah, he's laid that groundwork for a very long time. Going back to 80s and 90s Trump, when he was tabloid fodder, he was never really somebody who stood on his own 2 feet. He was never a wildly successful businessman out of his own accord. He came from a family of people who actually made their money through redlining and not selling homes to Black people in New York City, amongst other things, as well as strong ties with Russian organized crime. That continues to this day. And it's part of what I believe to be a very massive disinformation campaign that's been ongoing. And you saw that because even in the 2016 election, Trump was saying, oh, if I don't win, it's clearly stolen. So he's been laying the ground for this since he got elected. And it's being facilitated by foreign entities who are trying to disrupt our democracy and erode trust in our institutions. And this is sounds a little crazy sometimes when we talk about this, right? But this is actually true. And there's been numerous amounts of intelligence reports that have come out about this. And you can see online with trolls and bots that go on Twitter, and they're really trying to sway people's opinions on certain things. And Donald Trump is just an excellent person he's excellent at leveraging the media in his favor.